It's another great episode of Give Us the Launch Codes. I'm Tom.
I'm Travis. Welcome.
Welcome back. We got a fun-filled episode here, kind of just taking a break from the world itself and having a little funness. But before we get into it, remember to follow, subscribe, hit that notification button, and like for Instagram, the platform formerly known as Twitter, TikTok, Blue Sky, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify.
Hmm.
And then also to join our
Yeah.
Patreon, support us, please. We're still cheaper than strawberries and blueberries and literally most things you get at the grocery store. We're cheaper than that.
Yes. All right.
All right. So,
Uh,
did you have fun, by the way, Travis, when we did the 30 years of music, video games, and movies?
yeah. What else could we possibly do? Those are things that we all love.
Well, since you bring that up, do you also love toys?
Um, I mean, depends how you define toy. I guess that, oh, well, okay, I guess that answer betrays me given what's in my background there. You haven't seen my living room, which has all my model spaceships, which there's a part of me that's like, you know, I want to play with them the way I did as a little kid, but I also don't want to break them, because I like them. Like I got a lot of Star Trek ships up there, some of them plastic, some of them die cast. I also got like a die cast of the Normandy from Mass Effect 3. I have a die cast
Ooh.
Millennium Falcon, which was actually sold as a toy, but I put it on display. Um, you know, but these days, in terms of actual playing with toys, the most toys I play with are my dog's toys. But of course, only when he's around.
Oh, of course, you never do it without him, right?
Yeah.
Never. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, I thought it'd be fun to do 30 years of the best-selling toys. I got 3 pages here.
Wow.
Yeah, it
We're
took
really
a
scraping the bottom of the barrel today.
Well, it's funny, we still have to do TV shows and books. And I'm like, hey, what about
Amazing
toys
we're doing
first?
this before those.
I
Okay.
know, I know. Maybe
But
we'll do books for sure next month. 'Cause- Anyhow, okay, so
child's playthings. So these are like the best-selling toys of each year.
since 1994 up till now, yes. Also adding to the fact, though, you'll notice a trend where a lot of the stuff ends up being collectible stuff, which is kind of interesting.
It always does. It
Yeah.
always ends up being collectibles.
Well, I feel like it started with comics and then, Star Wars toys. I mean, damn,
Yeah.
everyone was collecting that Han Solo action figure.
I actually have on the same shelves where I have my spaceships, I have like Star Trek and a couple of Phantom Menace action
Oh,
figures
I've
in
seen
their
them, yeah.
packaging. It's not like I collect them. I really don't give a shit. It's just sort of like, I mean, a couple of stuff, it's like stuff I think, like some of those action figures I wanted at an auction, but it had a bunch of other stuff there that I actually did want.
Yeah.
Whereas the action figures are just a byproduct. So it's kind of like I'm displaying them just for the sake of, but honest to God, if I were to run into someone who wanted to buy them off of me at a good price, I'd be like, sold, buddy.
Sold
You,
American.
they're in mint condition. If you want them more than me, take it. And I get a lot of dough out of it, you know?
Are you ready to
Yeah.
go down this? Okay, so starting with 1994, the year I was born, the best-selling toy of that year was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Just like the brand, all the action figures, all the
All,
Zords.
all the toy, yeah. The not no no sorry to clarify, not the brand because the brand can mean t-shirts and hats and
Well, yeah, but like any
yeah.
toy connected to that
To any
brand.
toy that is a Power Rangers toy, including the villains, including the mechs, all that stuff. The toys where the weapons, for example, were a big toy itself, not just what the little action figure was carrying. Like you could get the toy, the weapons as an actual like toy to play with. I think I just had the Red Ranger sword. I think that's all I ever had. Yeah.
I know a guy who was he was like 2 grades below me in high school, which means he was like a freshman year, senior year, and he ended up playing one of the Power Rangers. in like obviously long after we any of us stopped watching stopped watching Power Rangers because we aged out. But like, yeah, he went up to like act as one of the Power Rangers. I don't remember for which
Oh, one of the
show.
TV shows?
For one of the TV shows, because
That's
they
cool.
still
Yeah, they
make
still
Power
make them.
Rangers.
Yeah. No, I did you ever watch Power Rangers, by the way? I watched a ton of it growing up.
Not often. Actually, my first exposure to Power Rangers, I think it was like the Red Ranger action figure for Lightspeed Rescue, but I didn't watch the show. I didn't know what the fuck it
Yeah.
was. It was like somebody gave it to me for my birthday. It might have been one of my like aunts or uncles thinking like, "Well, this is what kids are into." It's like, "Okay, but this is a show that I don't watch because my parents didn't let me watch anything outside of PBS
No, yeah.
for kids programming. So I didn't know what the fuck it was. It wasn't until like I think I watched a few episodes of Dino Thunder and Ninja
Yeah.
Storm, but it was only
Ninja
when I went
Storm
to my
was
grandparents'
legit.
house because they had cable and we didn't have
Yeah.
cable back then. And then by the time we actually got cable, the only kid stuff I was watching was like the Disney Channel sitcoms and Stargate reruns on the Sci-Fi Channel.
I
So I had matured as a lofty 9-year old by then. Uh,
I'll say I watched so much that I remember when there was one Power Ranger special where all 14 Red Rangers were in one shot.
I heard that did happen. Yeah,
You'd understand how cool that was before
that would have had
Avengers.
to have been amazing. I will grant you that. It must have been like when the Five Doctors storyline happened on
Yeah,
Doctor Who.
yeah, yeah. No, it's literally the equivalent of Avengers for us when it first came out. Because I'm like, oh shoot, Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk. I mean, this is kind of cool, but it's like, yeah, it was insane. But anyway, so by the way, my favorite show was Lost Galaxy. That was, remember with the
Okay.
Starship Troopers armor, the Starship Troopers scene, where they're literally all in Starship Troopers outfits in a war battle.
Like they literally just borrowed those
Stop. No,
costumes.
they took them.
Those costumes have been used a lot. They were used for like the Alliance soldiers on Firefly.
They're pretty universal as a
Yeah.
battle like troop soldiers.
I think like the UNSC Marines were modeled
Yeah,
after the Starship Trooper
yeah, yeah,
uniforms.
yes. The helmet
Yeah.
From Halo. Yeah. So in 1994. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers toys made $250 million. Now, for people to clarify, the Mighty Morphin one, it's the one where I call it
It's the first one.
it's with the Green Ranger with the gold armor crest, like
Yeah.
the one with most of the movies where they face, yeah,
Yeah.
like the first big movie, yeah, just so people know, yeah. But that's the one. That was a cool one. I like that one. But yeah, so it made 250 million in 1 year in 1994. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
So now the year you were born,
95.
there was two. It's kind of in a sense where yes, one made more, but it was two because of how quickly they took over, kind of thing. It was more about the popularity in a sense with also the money. We have Beanie Babies and Pogs.
Beanie Babies, okay. There was a big craze. That was like a whole speculator market where people bought them because they thought they'd be
Oh,
collectible.
there is a black market for Beanie Babies still.
I'm looking at Pogs. Are these just like
Yes.
it's like bottle caps, but they're not actually caps?
Yes. Remember that Rick and Morty
Okay,
joke?
that's definitely some speculator market bullshit.
Remember Rick and Morty line? You want to see my? No, I don't want to see your Pog collection. By the way, don't type in the other Pog. By the way, Travis.
Oh, I just typed Pogs
That's
and I
no
think I
saying.
got the correct results.
Yeah, because that's an internet joke. In
Oh,
1995, Beanie Babies, by the way, I had a lot of Beanie Babies growing up. So much so that when we did a big move, my mom was able to sell them on at a yard sale, and she made like I think $500 just that alone by how
good
she sold them.
lord.
No, there's a market for that. It's a black market.
Yeah.
Okay, Beanie Babies sold in 1995, 28 million.
Okay. So not quite as much,
Not
not
quite as
nearly
much.
as much as the Power Rangers.
No, but because the speculation of why it's only 28 is because you can't really track black market sales, which is what people
Uh,
were doing with Beanie Babies. They were selling them, under the table, yard sales. You can't track that. That's why, like I said, it's on the list because of the popularity where 28 is only what they could track. So imagine what they really sold for.
I just thought Beanie Babies were like a brand.
No.
I didn't find out until an adult that it was like a joke that they only existed as a speculator market. I just thought, it's a brand of stuffed animals for toys. Because when I saw one, the one I can remember was a toy for my sister because she was a baby.
Yep. Nope.
So she
It was a
got
big,
stuffed animals
yeah.
as babies do.
Oh no, it's a big thing. My favorite one, and I held on to it actually through college. I just kept it, safe in like a closet. It was a Sandpiper. That was my favorite Beanie Baby. Kept it hidden. Just kept it. I loved it. I mean, everything else was sold, but I kept that only one. Now for Pogs, they sold trackable. Remember, trackable,
Trackable sales.
175 million in that year. It's insane, right?
At least when there was a speculator market on comic books that almost nearly destroyed the industry, at least you're getting like story content theoretically anyway, and hopefully good art unless it was done by Rob Liefeld. Um Zing.
What, what are you getting out of Pogs?
Yeah, what are you getting out of Pogs? Hmm. Like they
Uh,
look like pins. At
I
least like a
know.
pin, you could put it on your backpack for display, or
Mm.
if you got like a fucking like I don't know jacket, like a denim jacket, I guess.
To trick it
Whatever.
out and customize. Are you ready for 1996?
No,
The biggest toy that year. And and by the way, it came out in July of 96. So
so it was one. Yeah.
in 6 months, it made $350 million, this toy in 6 months.
What is it? Does Tickle Me Elmo show up
Yep,
anymore
yeah,
on
that's
here?
it. That's it.
It's
You got
Tickle Me
it.
Elmo. Oh, okay, I kept wondering. I had one of those too. I
You
had
had
one of
one?
those as a
I
kid.
never
Yeah,
got
yeah.
one. I always wanted one when I
I
was.
had a Tickle Me Elmo, and I didn't appreciate it properly because I mean, it made noise, but pretty soon I figured out how to open it up and pull out like the electric crap, so it didn't laugh anymore. Elmo didn't laugh
Oh,
for me
wow,
when I
dude,
think
what a dark way to say that. Oh, yeah, I found a way to pull out the electrical crap, and it didn't
I
laugh
pulled
anymore.
out its guts.
And
I
it
did that
wasn't
with
laughing.
so many stuffed animals that had electric components. I figured out like how to like I just figured out where the seams were. It's like it's either Velcro
Wait,
or it's a
I'm sorry.
zipper.
You were that kid? You were that
Well,
kid?
I didn't destroy them. Well, I guess I
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
did.
you did.
I didn't like pull their limbs off or anything. I just like,
Oh,
oh,
so
here's a thing because it's like if it can be opened, if it has Velcro, if it's a zipper, then in my brain it's like, well, it's supposed to be opened, and whatever is inside, it's meant to be pulled out.
you know what? That's the greatest parent question for kids. What's more psychotic, tearing out its insides or its limbs?
Yeah, no, I didn't want to tear Elmo apart. I didn't want to tear Elmo like,
You just, hey,
dismember Elmo.
you just wanted his soul, his liver.
Yeah.
You're like a wolf in the wild. No, I just want to eat its liver, man.
I had a stuffed teddy bear. I called him Baby Bear, and I think I think it had like a button. It had like a button on its like paw that you could press, and then Christmas jingles would come out because I think I got it for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I pretty soon I pulled all that electrical crap out because it was just a zipper. It's like you
So you
zipped it down its
so
back, pulled it out, and then it didn't
you,
sing for me anymore. But I kept that
Jesus
thing for
Christ.
years.
So Travis,
I cuddled that thing for years. I think it's still at my parents' house, and I've
uh,
always thought like, all right, I'm keeping that bear for the next
okay.
kid, even though it's a little raggedy. But
So Travis, are you saying you took out its Christmas spirit?
yes, I figured out how to take off its hat and its scarf.
Oh, jeez.
So it was just a naked bear, but it had like a little heart on its side that I now realize like was supposed to light up. I don't remember what it sounded like when it worked.
I feel like what you're saying, by the way, could be perfectly written for the Obsession sequel. The Obsession 2 sequel. I love it. It's so great. How do you like your bears? Naked and gutted. I love it. That's a good catch line. All right, 97. Are you ready? Again, by the way, so 1997, it had 8 months because of when it came out. So
Okay,
8 months, January, February, March. April. So it
this
came out in
is
April.
end of the calendar year sales.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it had 8 months. It made This is the Tamagotchi.
Oh, these are like those little bitty like
Uh-huh.
they're like
Electronic pets, but like in a little like thing.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And you have to like
I
keep it
never
from
got into
dying.
that. I didn't even
I
realize. No,
I never
I
had
was
that.
probably too young at that time, and
Well, in '97, I had something like a Tamagotchi, but it wasn't. It was a step tracker, but it was Pikachu. And what you did is you turn it on, and it's like you just got a brand new level one Pikachu, and
hmm
you would walk around with it like every step was a counter, and how much you walk, it would level up, and when it leveled up, it'd show you a new move it learned, and it would turn into like maybe a Raichu at like level 33 kind of thing. So that's the closest I ever got to a Tamagotchi. It made in
yeah,
8 months $160 million. And I know those are collectible things. Those people collect, yeah.
yeah. People collect Tamagotchis and
I
well,
forgot what movie, but there was a movie that made a joke of like, "Hey, my Tamagotchi's still alive. Like, I'm actually a good person." Okay, 98. This is going to be funny. Okay, 1998, in the entire year, Furby. Remember
I
those?
was waiting when Furby would come up.
98. So I
I
was
also
four.
didn't get Furbies. I think my parent. I don't think my parents wanted anything to do with that. They look fucking creepy.
I think one of my cousins had it. I know classmates that did, but I was like, oh, cool, whatever. I was like a whatever toy to me. 64.8 million.
Okay. I think those were also like there was also a
They are
speculative
collectible,
market
yeah.
around those things.
Again, when you notice some stuff I think it's safe to say anything under 100 million, you could be like this, oh, because they can't track the black market sale.
hmm
You can't track it. You just can't.
It
All
makes
right.
you wonder, but if they were like the top selling toy, it makes you kind of wonder like the toy from the preceding year that sold a bunch, it makes you wonder why the where the drop off happened.
It does, but
Yeah.
that's the thing. You're bringing up the thing about the what was the phrase you used when it came to collectibles? The speculation
Speculator
market,
market.
speculator
Yeah.
market. You might be selling it. Let's say the Furby. I don't know what it sold for back in '98, but let's say it sold for 15.99, right?
Yeah.
You buy one, and then you're able to sell it for $500. I'm just saying, you never know.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's why it might have sold a lot, but it's like, well, how did it sell a lot if it only sold that? Well, because it's like people were able to upsell it and like turn around
Yeah.
profits and stuff.
Ooh, this is rare. This is special. Yeah.
No, it's like those Labubus. It's like, remember
Exactly. Yeah.
South Park making fun of
Labubu's.
it.
Yeah. That's yeah.
My
Labubus
mom,
are the new Beanie
oh
Babies.
yeah, yeah, it's insane. Okay, so 1999, we're in 99 now.
hmm
I think did we pass the OJ incident?
Oh, well, that was 95 when the verdict came
Oh,
down. Yeah,
ha!
we're long past that.
Beanie Babies
We're
were then 90. That's
no,
hilarious.
we're well past Columbine at this point, dude.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, okay, 1999. This toy. Now, here's the thing. This is where the overall brand is because it not only involves toys, it involves video game and it involves trading cards. I'll give you a hint. Trading
Okay, so
cards, video games.
Pokemon.
Yep,
I
over
was wondering,
five.
like, I figured Pokemon would come up, but I didn't know how you were going to like. Are you just going to talk about the brand or one specific thing? Like,
No, it's the overall
yeah,
toy. So
it's
trading
oh yeah.
cards, little action figures,
When did
and
Pokemon start?
Well, Japan. Remember, Japan first, then American introduction. When you look that up,
Yeah.
don't forget you
97 was when the first show came out. And
and
then,
don't forget you could buy a Pokedex back then.
yeah. Oh,
And then
and 96 was when the first video games came out. Okay.
mhm.
And that's how it started.
And then don't forget the video games and reason, and also two combo purchases when you bought the game with a Game Boy or a game with the N64.
hmm
Anyway, Pokemon sold over $500 million in 1999
That's
alone.
not surprising.
I watched the first three seasons. I saw the first three movies. I rented the fourth one, did not like it. Thought that was when I thought the fourth movie, Pokemon Forever, is when it dropped off as a quality show.
Again, didn't watch any of the. I mean, it was like I had to go to friends' houses
I
to
was supposed to
watch it.
watch it. I feel like you would have loved the games though. Well, you did play the games. That's right, you did, right?
No,
Oh, you didn't?
Denise plays Pokemon Go. I never got into the games.
I think you would
I
like the games for sure. It's good. Turn-based strategy RPGs. Are you ready for the year of Gladiator?
Y2K.
Yeah, right? Again, $500 million. This toy sold in the year 2000. Ladies and gentlemen, the original OG ankle buster themselves, the Razor Scooter.
Ah,
Solid. I had a solid metal
Okay,
razor scooter. The ankle
now we're
shattered, ankle
talking. Now
busted.
we're talking. That's because yeah, my original Razor scooter,
Solid metal.
solid metal.
Do you have any?
I think my I think it's in my parents' house. Like that was like my go-to.
Yep.
That prevented me from ever getting into skateboarding
Then me too.
or
And a
roller
bike, even a
skating.
bike. Actually, it stopped me from riding a bike. It's so much. It's because you can fold it up, compact, put it on your backpack, everything.
I rode that thing. I kept that thing when I went to college at Cal State Long Beach. I got into a habit where I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm taking the bus because I it's just save money on gas. I take the bus and then I'd stop at like a bus stop that was like a couple of blocks away from the
And
campus,
scooter is
and I
good.
scooter the rest of the way and a scooter
Yeah.
throughout campus. And then eventually I think, and then I get like a different one that had bigger wheels because I thought that
Oh
could,
yeah, those when those came out. Yeah, I know what you're talking
yeah.
about.
And then there was like one time you can't see it. The resolution is not good enough. I actually have a scar right here because one time with my little scooter, I like rolled over a grate, and I'll just say the next thing I knew, I don't exactly know what happened. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground on my butt, and I was bleeding from here. And I will say I am thankful for
Above.
the
By the
Long
way, for
Beach.
those who aren't watching, above his eye, saying above his right
Yes,
eye.
that's right. Yeah, I should clarify for the listeners. Yes, I have a scar behind my right eyebrow. You can't notice it until you look closely, but I was like bleeding from there. Um and I was very thankful to the Long Beach Fire Department for not taking me to the hospital, but taking me to the student health center on campus. This was on campus when this injury happened.
Oh, of course,
Be-
that's smart.
because because I knew, I just happened to know, like, oh well, they can just stitch me up over there.
Yeah, it's not
I
that
don't
big.
have to like get a hospital bill for
Well, it's not like you
that.
fractured your skull.
No,
Yeah,
I was very much in shock, and that was a weird time. But yeah, no, that scooter. Yeah,
that's good.
Razor scooters for realsies. One thing I love doing on 4th of July, because in Lakewood, in the city of Lakewood, fireworks are legal. I would just, and we had block parties, and I would just scooter around the block parties on 4th of July throughout the neighborhood. It was so much fun.
I like
Yeah.
mine. How many times did you bust your ankle when you accidentally, struck your ankle? No, I did.
I don't think I like rolled it or twisted it
No, no,
or
no, no, no. Like
anything.
like because how it can spin. Did you ever accidentally like smack your ankle with it? That's what I mean. Like
Oh,
ever like,
I'm sure I
uh,
have, but
fucking that shit
you just kind of
sucks.
roll with it.
But it sucks, right? It always gets the anger. You're like, fuck, god damn it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think I had to throw mine away. I broke it. I rode it so much. I rode that thing to the ground.
Not me. No, that
I
old thing is
tried.
still running, but now
Hey,
I
I
have the new one.
tried. That's the thing. I tried to fix it up, and we had to get rid of it. It was just I
So
broke it.
there's a couple of times where like I'll ride a Razor scooter if I'm like I gotta pick up a couple of groceries. Not a lot, like enough to where I can
Oh,
fit in a
I did. I
backpack.
would do that when
I
you put on the
just
handlebars.
I just fucking oh yeah oh I just wear the backpack. I just
Oh well,
like ride
yeah,
my fucking scooter to Food for Less and just
yeah.
pick up a couple of things. Now the sucky part is I have to carry my scooter around. That's a little bit of a handful. And then I have to put the food in my backpack just to practically carry it around, which makes me worried someone thinks I'm stealing. And I'm like, I'm not. I'm gonna go to the cash register, I swear. But
I'm
yeah,
a good
no.
citizen.
Razor scooters for life. They will last you into adulthood. There's so many. They are not a toy. There are so many practical
Oh no, if
applications to
I can
scooters.
find, I want to buy four of them for me, my wife, and my boys. If I can find the four solid metal old OG Razor scooters again, I love them.
Yeah, it's
Now,
a good. That'll be a really good purchase because they will last. They will last you for decades.
are you ready for 2001?
A Toys R Us Odyssey.
In 2001, the best-selling toy for that year, crazy year by the way, Bratz dolls.
Okay, all
They
right.
sold they sold 97 million that year.
That was they were like the caricature version of Barbies. They
The-
look like Barbies as caricature drawings.
you know what I call them? They're basically just the hood rat Barbies. They're just that's what they are.
Ooh.
They're just or as one person I know, one person said the Chola Barbies. But here's a crazy thing though, for just Bratz dolls to keep in mind, folks. One, there was a Bratz dolls movie. I don't know if people realize that there was a Bratz dolls
I think there were
movie,
a couple of Bratz like
but there was
direct
one
to
that went to
DVD.
theaters. No, there was one in theaters, a live action
Oh
Bratz doll.
yes, there was.
Yes, people don't remember that because it was so bad. But
Wasn't
here's,
like I think like the lead actress from Netflix's Dear White People was in that movie
I think so. Yeah,
long
yeah.
before that show came out.
But here's to show you how crazy it got. By 2005, Bratz dolls had made $2 billion within 4 years.
Didn't
Two.
like Mattel buy them out, and that was like the result of a lawsuit that they had
I
that they
remember that story. I think
for
I do.
like
Yeah.
because I think it was like a Barbie. It was like someone who worked for the Barbie toy brand went created Bratz, and then Mattel like sued for copyright infringement or something, and they just ended up buying it out.
Yep.
I love capitalism. No
Yes.
competition is allowed.
2002. Okay. This is where it's going to get hilarious. Do you remember Beyblades?
I re- yes, I remember Beyblades. I remember there was an anime TV show that was
Channel
trying
5.
to
On Channel 5, I
it was
watched it.
trying to cash in on the Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh hype.
Yep. It was good. It was a good show. I think it was on Channel 5 or Channel 11. I forget which two of the main Saturday morning cartoons, but I watched that a lot. And Beyblades, I had one, and that shit was fun. That shit
Well,
was
isn't
fun.
it Beyblades just like dueling spinning tops?
You know what it is? It's just aggressive dreidels. That's all like it's just aggressive dreidling.
Beat 'em up, Dreidel.
Yeah, beat 'em up dreidels. That's what it is. And I'll say there was a trick to it, man, because I won some good ass rounds where I
How
kicked
do
some
you
ass.
make a fucking TV show out of that? Didn't it's like monsters come out of the Beyblades or
Oh
something?
no,
Again, because they were trying to rip off Pokemon or
I have to see. You know what? You gotta watch it. You just have to watch it. I know you have to watch it, dude. It was a good show. It was awesome. It was like the Beyblades, like the way you custom every character customized it had like a soul, and when you spun it, it like came out and be like, ah,
that's so dumb.
no,
It's so fucking
dude.
dumb.
Oh no, you had to have watched it, dude. It was great. No, it was a good anime, so good. But okay, so here's where it gets weird, and I have to kind of skip a year. I have to go into another year to show you. So Beyblades actually dominated 2002 and 2003
Wow.
in
I'm
total
trying to
for
think what other toys there were at that time.
right, but for
Attack of the
both,
Clones came out in '02.
I know, I know.
It beat out Attack of the Clones as a brand. That's where
Yep.
you got like the gunships and the clone
Oh, don't
troopers.
forget the AT-ETs.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Like
that one. There's a
yeah,
kid.
no, I'm not dissing. I'm not dissing
Oh,
that. I'm not
oh,
dissing that. Sorry.
oh,
No,
I'm not saying
I'm
that.
just lamenting. I was just trying to think, like, you know,
Why? You're like,
we
why?
haven't mentioned Lego.
No.
I guess you have to be really specific with Lego, though. Um,
I can tell you this though. So okay, so hold on to that Lego thought. So for 2 years, 2002, 2003, it dominated the toy market. In total, $3.6 billion. See, man, anime's great. Anime gets you hooked. Anime gets you hooked.
yeah,
2004, the Robo Sapien. Yep, look it up. Look it up.
that
Because
is not for once. That is not ringing a bell.
I remember the
Robo
rowboats.
Sapien. Oh, this thing. Okay.
Describe it to the people listening.
Well, I think I think it's like the primary robot. It kind of reminds me of the Fox Sports mascot Cletus. It has like hunched up
Yeah.
shoulders, like a football player with pads on. Had that they didn't that brand made a dinosaur version too,
Yes, they
and they
did.
had I think they
And a
had
robot version, a dog, a dog.
a dog. I think I had dog version?
I didn't have either of them because of how expensive they were back then, but I knew people who had them and they were fun to play with. It made
Yeah.
in its first 8 months, it made $150 million over that, over 158. Sorry, 100 over $150 million.
Yeah, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Those are
Now,
pretty big.
oh, it was. It was a big phenomenon. Now, in 2005, are you ready to get into the culture? 2005.
Will you
This is,
phrase that? The culture.
oh no, you'll understand why. This toy in 40 days, in 40 fucking days, this toy
Okay.
sold 600, made $600 million in 40 days.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you think the toy is? Don't look it up. There's this thing. See.
I'm just I no, technically
Okay,
I'm
okay,
looking off.
okay. So
Technically in
yeah,
front of me
in
is the Robo Sapien pictures. I don't know what
in 40
um
days, it made $600 million in 40 fucking days. That means it made starting in November.
this is '05, right?
Yeah, no, this is '05, November of '05. The last,
Late '05. What? Because Revenge of the it's not it has nothing to do with Star Wars. I know for that. Even though Revenge of the Sith came out.
which was amazing, but no.
I'm at a blank. What came out when I was 10? X Games?
X.
X. You're holding up an X symbol. X. Why are you making photograph?
It's the
It's
Xbox
not.
360.
Oh. Oh, that counts as a toy.
It's a
Okay.
toy.
So the
That's remember,
Xbox 3. Okay, yeah, '05. Okay, all right. So we're counting that. All right. Xbox.
Travis, remember when I said Pokemon in 1999? I did mention to get the game, you sometimes got a bundle with the N64 and Game Boy.
Yeah, okay. All
So
right.
the
All right. So
Xbox
the 360, yeah, the 360 came out that '05 and yeah, the
600,
360. Okay, if we're counting that, yeah, 360 was a
600
massive
million
deal.
in 40 days, though. Like, holy crap, that was the holiday drop list.
Yes, yes. And they
Okay.
didn't even have a Halo game to launch with. What was the
No.
launch title for the
Oh,
360?
let's look it up. Let's see. The Xbox 360 launch titles. Ooh. It was a total of 18 launch titles. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a good one. Oh, this is actually a good list. Holy shit. Call of
Ooh.
Duty 2,
Okay.
Condemned Criminal Origins. That was a horror. That was a scary game. Project Gotham Racing 3. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
And Need for Speed Most Wanted. There was also
Perfect Dark Zero.
Cameo Elements of Power, along with the heavy selection of EA and 2K sports games.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, of course you got to get the sports games in
I
there.
think Gun was in there too. Gun. Oh,
That was basically like Red Dead Redemption before Red Dead Redemption,
yeah,
basically.
it was a setup. It helped. Obviously because it was cross multiple platforms because it was on the GameCube, PS2, and 360. Peter Jackson's King Kong was on the 360 because it was on the Xbox, PS2, and GameCube. There's
Mm.
also there's a Tony Hawk game, Quake 4. Yeah, no, it was a big lineup, dude. That's a good 18 games list, actually. Think about that. If you were a kid and your parents were able to afford a 360 and those 18 games, you were set for like years.
Yeah. Ooh.
2006,
'06.
we have another shared.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
I'll give you a hint, Travis. In 43 days, this sold $1 billion, made a billion. Sorry, I got to reword this right better. In 43 days, it made $1 billion in 43 days.
It's not the PS3.
Ooh,
Is it the
that was,
Wii?
yes.
It's a Wii. Okay. All right. All right. That makes sense. That makes a
But I'm
lot of
glad you
sense.
brought the PS3 up because in 60 days, it made $1 billion.
But like the Wii was I think Wii sold the most out of those three consoles in their longevity,
We
right?
sold the most because it did it in a shorter time than the PS3. PS3 took 60 days, we took 43.
And the Wii marketed itself, I think, really well. It was considered like the family friendly console
Which
too.
they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Well, again, I've said it before. Xbox is about is basically the fraternity go-to console to play rounds with
God,
friends.
yeah.
Play Sony is
On
about story, like driven movie-like story, and the Wii
Mhm.
is about I have a little brother.
Yeah. Xbox was like, this is the place where frat boys go to online play. We're gonna shoot at each other and call each other racial slurs and
Yeah, and then this is
uh,
yeah. So yeah, but yeah, isn't that saying in 43 days the Wii made $1 billion, and in 60 days the PlayStation 3 made $1 billion, and they both came out at the together in November.
okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I
It's
always thought
insane.
yeah, that's right. It was '06 that they came out at the same time.
That's some crazy ass shit. That's some
Yeah.
crazy ass shit. Now we're in
Mm,
'07.
'07.
In the entire year of '07, the iPod made about $6 billion.
So we're counting the iPod now. The like
This because
did
it
that was it the touch? Was it
no,
the
just
touchscreen?
this is just the iPod, the
Just the
overall,
just the
just an
broader
iPod.
iPod. That might have been around when I got one. I got like the nanos were big.
If you,
Nanos, and if
yeah,
your family was poor, you got a shuffle.
I had a Nano and I had the big one. I had
Okay.
both. But no, well, here's the thing though. When you think about it now, when you're gonna see more of this list how it changes. Toy is pretty broad now because kids were given iPods for Christmas and birthdays that year. Kids.
Yeah.
So it's a toy. It counts.
Yeah.
And remember, you can download games on that toy.
You could. I
I
feel
played
like the
Sonic on the Nano. Sonic the Hedgehog, I
Oh
played on the
wow,
Nano.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't fully get into the game stuff. There were some games that were like built in. There was like one where it's like you had to like it was like one that was built in. It was like a ball game where
Yeah, I'm trying
you
to
had to like
remember.
break through walls.
Oh,
It
oh
was
yeah,
kind
no,
of
no,
like it
no.
was very Pong-esque.
It was like this. And it would go up. And you boop.
Kind of like that.
Yep,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had
I
that.
played
Yeah.
that a
All
lot
the
to pass the
iPods I think had
time.
that. All the iPods had that.
But
No, dude, I had Battleship, which came with a story campaign. I had Sonic the Hedgehog, and I had Monopoly. Play this. Oh yeah,
yeah.
2008, Elmo Live. It was like a singing Elmo thing. Yeah, it's another Tickle Me Elmo,
What?
basically. Basically, another Tickle Me Elmo.
We're getting to the point where we're like
No,
teenagers and we're like, what the
well, this is '08, so we're both in McAuliffe. We're both in middle school.
Yeah, we're both
Yeah.
in middle school and
Called
we don't
Elmo
care anymore.
Live, and here's the weird part. This is gonna start coming up now. They didn't disclose the sales. They only disclosed it was 59.99 when it first came out in '08. No sales were disclosed from Fisher Price.
That's odd.
Oh, you're gonna get more into that. This is actually gonna
What
show
the
up more.
fuck?
I'm not joking with you right now. This is gonna show up more.
Okay, well then
You
how the fuck are the shareholders supposed to know
it's gonna get weird. Hey, remember you said
what?
capitalism.
Wait,
Capitalism
how
is
do they
great
know it was the best selling toy of that year
because
though?
they know the mania of it. Just the mania of how people were buying it compared to other mania toys. It gets weird, dude. I
Okay.
read the articles I read and the websites I had to click on. It got weird.
Surely the retailers must have like given that data though. Like, hey, this
But
sold a lot at our store.
you're no, well, here's the thing. When it comes to retailers, they're paying for it to be on their shelves.
Yeah.
They're
They're
not,
they're buying the stock and then hoping they can move the stock
but then
off the
they give
shelves.
them,
Yeah.
but whatever money they give, maybe they have to sign an NDA. That's the best I could come up with. The Fisher
Oh my
Price did not
god.
disclose their return. This comes up a lot. Guess what? Because
Oh my god. Okay.
again, there's another toy in '08 that had the same thing. The Wally toys, never disclosed by Disney. All Wally
Hmm.
toys were Elmo Live and Wally were dominant toys in '08, but it never got disclosed by their companies that manufactured them.
Okay, that's weird.
You know how
That is
fucking weird that
weird.
is? Hey, this is where you know it's like, all right, what the fuck's going on here? It's almost like you get to see the,
What kind of Bush administration era deregulation
is this?
caused that?
But let's now get
Uh,
back into some numbers we can know. In 2009, we have three. Do you remember the Mindflex?
no. Chris, I was 14 by then. So
2009. The
Mindflex.
month.
Is this like what the fuck is this?
I know.
I'm looking it up on
I,
Google Images. What the
I remember seeing these at Toy Star stores in malls. I remember this.
move a ball with the power of your mind? What?
You had to be there.
What?
You had to be there. You want? Okay,
Do
okay. You
you
want?
even remember this?
I remember them. Yeah, it was just basically puzzle solving stuff. Okay. Do you remember toys where you had to move this like a little thing around to get a ball in a little pocket, like
Yeah,
around a
yeah,
mouse?
I remember this.
It's just a 3D, 4D version of that. That's all it is. Well, hey, guess how much it made?
So there is data on this. How much
Oh,
did it
this
make?
I said we're back to the data. Yeah.
It didn't make a billion, did it? 5 billion?
Yep.
Five
About.
here hold Oh my god. See, this is the part where I'm starting to feel old because I'm like, I don't remember this at all.
And you wouldn't even pay for it too.
Yeah, no, like I didn't see commercials, or at least I don't remember well,
Yeah, I know. But yeah, it made about 5 bill. Just a little under.
I don't believe this. I don't believe this at all. This has got to been this had to have been like a money laundering scheme. I don't believe this whatsoever. All right, what's the next one?
So the next shared title for 2009, the second of three. Do you remember a funny Office episode where Daryl, Andy, and Dwight went on a little field trip, just the three of them in the daytime? They played hooky from work. Remember that episode of The Office?
Not well.
Okay,
Not well,
well,
but
they went
okay.
into a Barnes and Noble, and Daryl was persuaded to buy a certain item that he said was against what his company stood for, would put him out of business. But when he found out it could store almost 200 books, he said, "Fuck you! All right, I'll buy it." The Nook.
What? Not even the Kindle, the fucking Nook?
Yep, from Barnes and Nobles.
That outsold the Kindle? The Kindle was the one everyone remembered though.
It gets weirder.
What?
Guess what Barnes and Noble did?
What? What did they
They never disclosed how much they made off of it. They kept quiet.
Notice how ebooks, like the concept of ebooks, just kind of faded in the wind. Everyone was talking about, like, this is going to replace books. And then it just turned
Yeah.
out that people would rather read physical books, or
Yes.
at least people
Yes. Yeah.
still want to read physical books. And now Barnes and Noble is like on top again.
Because
Um,
hey, it gets weirder. They never disclosed their 2009 sales, but it was found out it made on Christmas sales alone $259 million for Christmas alone. The Nook
just the Nook.
for Christmas sales alone. So we don't know what it made the whole
It
year.
outsold.
Everything.
Has the iPad come out yet? Is that the next one?
Oh, that's next year. That's actually next year.
Okay,
You're getting ahead of yourself.
spoilers.
You're getting ahead. You're getting ahead.
Okay.
Now, the third toy for 2009. This one made $300 million.
I'm still stuck on the fact that the Nook is being called a toy here. I'm
This,
sorry. Like, with much respect to reading, reading can be fun, but I wouldn't call reading play. Um,
hey,
I
Travis, hold on, Travis. Are you saying books are for nerds?
sure. Sure.
Hey, this is
Oh,
what you know what? Sorry,
yeah.
this is where that
Could you
popular.
play games on the Nook?
I don't know. I never had one. I got books.
If you can't play games on the Nook, I don't know how you'd call it a toy then.
Hey,
But
you know what's funny? This is the equivalent of like that old school 2010 years catchphrase. Yay! You got a Nook for Christmas. But the other pet. So okay, like I said, Barnes and Noble never disclosed for the whole year, but they found out it made 259 million on Christmas Day sales alone. The Zuzu Pets is the third top selling item in 2009 for toys. It made 300 million for the year. You're losing your mind right now,
the
aren't
Hoo
you?
Hoo Pets?
ZHU Pets. You're losing your mind right now.
Okay, this also looks like a speculator market scheme.
Hey, dude.
I mean,
Hey,
okay, all right. I'll give it this. There's at least like it looks like there's some obstacle course component to this. So so these are these like wind up hamster toys that just roll around?
I think some of them were battery operated. Like you just turned it on and it moved around on its own. I think it's a mixture. I believe, right? It's a mixture.
Okay.
I never had one, but it's like it's also battery.
And you build your own like hamster obstacle course tube set and they roll around and
Yeah.
okay. All right. Okay, all right. I can, as someone who played with Thomas the Tank Engine wooden railway toys as a kid, I understand the appeal. All right. I'll give it that.
Now for your spoiler alert, 2010, the Apple
Okay,
iPad made $4.19 billion in 2010 alone, the iPad.
is it does is it cheating if the so-called toy has adult non-play applications too, or people just buy it for
Well,
adult
here's the thing. I
reasons?
mean, you're getting to the fact though with this as the joke though, but look at a phone. A phone is a toy now.
True.
It's weird.
True.
Hey, like I said, dude, if you think about it, what I just told you so far, we have 15 more years to go. It gets weird by actually, if you think about it, after 1999, it's not a toy anymore. Like a Razor scooter could be used by an adult.
I mean, I want to point out. I think 2010, that was when like Toys R Us got hit with that leverage buyout from, amongst other entities, of Bain Capital, which Mitt
Oh
Romney, former
yeah.
future presidential candidate, Mitt Romney was an executive of, um, and that basically signaled the death spiral of Toys R Us for the following 7 years.
Hey,
Um,
those damn milk drinkers. 2011. Guess what came back in a way?
Oh,
Let's Rock Elmo.
okay. So like the next gen Elmo Live. All right.
It also shares a spot with LeapPad Explorer. Now, LeapPad Explorer in 2011 made just a hair over $300 million. LeapPad is a good, useful toy for kids to learn. It is. The LeapPad brand it's not bad.
Was it more was the was the Leap Pad Explorer like a tablet esque?
Esque, very esque.
Okay,
It's
so it's
gotten
like
more.
I
It's
got a
gotten.
tablet for me.
Well, have you noticed? I like you brought that up. The new Toy Story movie, the villain is like a leap pad, basically. It's a leap pad. It's a leapfrog, leap
Yeah,
pad.
which is why the premise feels so dated.
I know.
It's like this was a thing like over 10 years ago. Like, ooh, tech is taking over toys, and I'm like, I think you're a little
I'm a little
Pixar.
behind.
I think you're a little behind the times on this one.
Hey, Pixar, that should have been the story for Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4. How about 3?
Yeah, no, he went to college. We got to have the Andy goodbye. Come on.
Well, yeah, 3 had the story they went with. 3 was better. But I'm just saying, if you wanted to get in on the trend of ooh, tech is taking over toys, 2010 when Toy Story 3 came out, that was the time to do it. But thankfully, they came up with a way better story for Toy Story 3. And then they should have
Yeah,
stopped there.
and it made us cry like babies. Remember that scene? I cried twice during that movie. God. Okay, but so it made 300, a little over $300 million, the LeapPad Explorer. Now, let's rock Elmo. Again, never disclosed.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
getting
right.
weird.
I'm just
By the
glad
way,
that Sesame Street is still like hip with children, or at least it stayed relevant with generation after
oh, of course.
generation.
Well, Sesame Street's great. And
Yeah.
all I could get for the Let's Rock Me Elmo, it was 59.99 launch price.
Wait, is that what it's called? Let's Rock Me Elmo.
No, Let's Rock Elmo.
Oh, you said Let's Rock Me Elmo, which sounds it
Well,
sounded funnier.
you know what's funny? You know that South Park made a joke about that. You
Oh
know, I'm
God.
not
I'm
okay. No, no.
sure they did.
Oh no. I'll send it to you, and you can put this in here if you can, or the link. It's called "Don't Touch Me There, Elmo."
Oh, I think I remember this
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Elmo is like molesting children. Like,
Uh,
yeah, it was.
yeah, I think I've seen that one.
Oh, and Elmo in that one, Elmo came with a built-in lotion dispenser. No, sanitizer. Well, it doesn't matter really, but yeah. Don't touch me, Elmo. Don't touch me there, Elmo.
Oh no. Oh.
I think one of them was like this. Do you like Percocet? Um,
Okay.
in 2012, sold around $1 billion. What do you think it was?
2012,
About a billion.
about a billion. I was in high school by then, so don't expect me to remember. Don't.
You wouldn't surprise me. You could have remembered this one.
Well, I
Kind
would
of.
probably.
There's a
I could
track.
when you
Hey,
say it.
well, I was trying to. I thought you would remember because of the track record we're here. Remember, this is a numbers game here.
Again, it's like it's just stuff you absorb in osmosis, and I was more interested in like what girls I could pick up.
Tom, I was into boobs.
I
Okay.
was into I was into boobies.
The Wii U.
Wow, 2012 must have been a slow year if it was the fucking Wii U.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
About $1 billion. I never heard much about the Wii U. Yeah, it's a dud.
What a legacy that was.
2013, we have another shared title for both of them. Big Hugs Elmo.
Good for Sesame Workshop, man. Good for them.
Big Hugs. I think this is the year, by the way, 2013, when Big Hugs Elmo came out. That's when that episode about Don't Touch Me There, Elmo came out.
Okay.
Again, not disclosed.
Could you still tickle the Elmo? Or did
I
that
think you
or they
could.
or is that a separate toy?
No, well, what was it? Hold on, let me go back here.
Because I
We
think
have,
do they still make Tickle Me Elmos?
where's my fucking list here? I think they do. Yeah, Tickle Me Elmo from 1996. They still make it. I bet they
All
do.
right.
The other one, Techno the Robotic Puppy.
I'm sorry, what's it called?
Techno the Robotic Puppy. Techno is spelled Tekno, one word. Excuse me. It sold 420 million, just a little below it. $420 million
Okay.
in the year 2013.
I feel like these things have been around for a while. They must have been like a new. Okay, yeah, because I'm looking it up and I recognize like the older version,
We're getting
but
that.
I
Yep.
guess they made a newer one that sold pretty well.
Are you ready for 2014?
Yeah,
So I'm for sure out of high
I'm
school
graduating
now.
high
You're
school.
graduating. I'm out. $531 million.
Oh,
The
slow
Elsa
year.
dolls.
Oh, Elsa dolls. Okay, yeah,
$531 million.
yeah.
Let it go. You know why I think the doll and it's at 531? I think the costumes sold more. I think girls wanted to dress up as Elsa more than play with Elsa. That's
Yeah,
my
okay,
guess.
that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
Let it
I I
go. Let it go.
I think that yeah, hot take that movie's I think that movie's overrated. I think both of them are overrated, but that first one
I think the first one I think I'm like this. Okay, they made a movie for sisters. I get that. I can get
yes,
that.
I get that theme and that's cool and interesting. I like that. I just think like
Here I
there's some
stand.
I feel like that kind of makes up for the plot. I don't think the plot holds up as well as the movie thinks it does.
I just
And
remember,
I don't think people would have given a shit about that movie if the music wasn't good, especially if it didn't have that song,
yeah,
which
that
is a
one song.
killer. The song that is not Firework by Katy Perry. Yeah, I said
Yeah.
it. I'm not the
Uh,
first to say it, but yeah, I fucking said it. If it didn't have that song, that movie would be worthless.
it's funny is I saw that with a group of girls. It was just I was the only guy, and I saw that with three other girls, and I'm sitting there watching, it, and I'm like, all right, the snowman's funny, cool. And you know what's funny? I like the first song the best, the ice song in the first ever. That's my favorite song. I think that's a good song. I wish the movie was more like that. But I just remember when she was transforming Elsa and she got the new dress and everything. Every guy in the audience was sitting like this, and then when she changed, every guy sat up, and I'm like, God damn, she's got an
Just
ass.
to be clear, your first facial expression was indifference, and your second facial expression was less indifference.
My no, no, my first facial expression was indifference, like every guy in the movie theater, and
Yeah,
my second facial expression was that's an ass. That's a
yeah.
butt.
Well, she got rid of her. She had she showed more skin when she got her
Yeah,
new
well,
outfit.
I'll say this. Hey, Travis, now that is what you call a pog.
Oh,
Now you get the reference.
isn't like a what wasn't the term poggers like a gamer term for
Yes,
something?
the fat ass
I don't
white
know.
girls. That's what pog means, fat ass white girl.
Okay,
Yeah, Elsa had a fucking cake on her.
okay,
Ah, 2015.
okay.
Star Wars, the BB-8 toy droid.
Yeah, okay. I was wondering, I was about to say, 2015, the year that Star Wars came back to theaters. So the
Seven.
BB-8 droid,
Yep.
I
Seven.
remember when that teaser came out and we all saw the BB-8 droid, like the very first teaser, and they showed that BB-8 droid. I was like, which I thought it was like, oh, okay, so they just took an R2D2 head and stuck it on a soccer ball.
Yeah.
That's a little contrived, but and then I didn't think much of it until Mark Hamill said in like a press thing about it. It's like, oh no, that's real. Like we didn't CGI that. That is a practical prop that they made. And I was
Yeah.
like, what? And
Wait,
then
you
suddenly and then
oh yeah.
suddenly the BB-8 droid became way more interesting to me. I was like, oh, that's a real thing that's in camera. They did not CGI
Oh, you
that.
didn't know that? I was like, oh cool, they made an actual like ball droid. Cool.
I was like, how the fuck is that head staying on the ball? How
Yeah,
is that
man.
possible?
Isn't it magnets? That's just magnet
I
thing,
mean, it
right?
had to have been like
Yeah.
magnets and magnet is impressive prop. Very impressive prop. Uh,
You know what's funny about that? When I saw that first trailer, you know what the first thing that happened to me that made me laugh my ass off
what?
is the YouTube stuff that came out where there were the stormtrooper like people talking about like, oh, it's a black guy, the stormtrooper, and like those not the mean ones, the funny actual ones, like the ones that are actually having fun with it. Like, oh, that was great. Oh God. Oh, that was great. But anyway, that toy made 700 million. That movie sucks. The whole new trilogy sucks dick.
Yeah, really sad. Really sad how, yeah,
2016. Are you ready for
the
2016?
first worst year of our lives.
I don't know. I got hit in the balls really hard when I was 6. That was crazy. The again, another shared two. The NES Mini. Remember those?
What?
You don't know the NES Mini? Bro.
NES Mini?
The NES. The NES.
Yeah, that was the best selling. That was one of the best selling toys of
Yes.
2016. What the fuck?
In 60 days, in the last 60 days, they made 25.1 million.
Okay, so 2016 was a slow year.
Yes, but again, like the stuff I told you in the past, like for example, the what was it? Oh, like the Beanie Babies. Oh, sorry, not the Beanie Babies, but well, actually, no, the Beanie Babies too. Remember, speculator market. It's only what they could track, but it was the last 60 days of the year, so that's a lot for one for just 60 days. But then you gotta look at speculator market, what they were being resold as under the table. But 25.1 million. It also shares the title with the Hatchimals. You remember those?
Hatch,
Hatchimals.
hatch,
Hatch Hatchimals.
oh, that I was like, Hatchimal. Okay.
80
Oh
million.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Where it's like, it's basically like a mixed mystery box toy.
Yep,
It's
$80 million. Again, speculator market. Again, also too, 2016 was probably a slow year. You are correct. That's my guess. Are
God
you
damn.
ready?
The NES Classic was up there. Oh my
Mini, yeah.
god.
Are you ready for 2017?
Yeah.
Well, remember the Mini, I think, was had built-in games. It had all the games built in. Okay, 2017. Another shared.
Hmm.
Remember the Cosmo?
I've heard of the Cosmopolitan Hotel in Las Vegas. The
Have you ever
Cosmo?
have you ever had the drink, by the way? You ever
Yes,
had a
I think
Cosmo?
yes, I've had a Cosmopolitan.
Oh, so I thought you said hotel. I don't know why. I didn't hear you say drink. I heard hotel. Have you
You
been to
said if
the?
I ever you asked if I said I've heard of the hotel, and then you said have you ever had one? I'm like, yeah, I've had a Cosmopolitan drink
Oh, I
before.
thought it was you saying Tom. I just said that. I'm like, I don't know why my brain
No, no,
fried.
no, no, no,
No, my
no.
brain fried right now.
No, you were the no, I
My
thought
brain
you were
fried.
switching it up. It was like a different type of Cosmo. It's like, yeah, those
You
are
know,
Cosmos I've heard of. What is the Cosmo toy? I don't know what that is.
look, you're gonna love it. It sold $1 million. It made it. Sorry, it made. God damn it! Why do I keep saying sold? It made a man. My word play is fucking
I
horrible
mean,
this
that
episode.
works. It sold $1 million worth of product. Okay,
It
yeah.
made $1 million. I know, but you know how I am.
Also, only 1 million? Are people just not buying toys anymore? Oh
Maybe.
wait, you're this is 2017. This is when I think this is when Toys R Us went out of business finally. Where they closed all the Toys R Us stores. They closed the brick and mortar stores. Oh, so that out
No,
of all,
wait. Was it 2017? Holy crap!
I think so. I think so. Hold on. Toys R Us live looking up on Wikipedia as we record. Bankruptcy. According to Wikipedia, September 18th, 2017, Toys R Us filed for Chapter 11
Wow.
bankruptcy.
Yeah. Damn, you're
And
right, dude.
then, yeah,
Well,
yeah, June 29th, 2018, Toys R Us permanently closed all its remaining
god damn.
US locations after 70 years of operations. Yeah, so we're getting to the end of Toys R Us. And that was like the
Year.
it was basically that and KB Toys in
Oh
America.
God,
Like
remember.
KB Toys was the other chain's toy store that was like, I don't know, if you can't find a Toys R Us, last ditch effort is go to KB Toys, I guess. But like Toys R Us, God, I've always wondered with the closing of Toys R Us how much the toy market in general took a hit because of that.
Probably took a lot. I mean, think about it, at least for a moment, and then people were buying toys on Amazon.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like you're buying toys on Amazon, but like, or you're
It
going to
didn't. I know
toys.
for sure it didn't affect Lego because Lego has their own toy stores and all that other stuff. So it didn't affect the Lego.
Like
That's for
nowadays, if
sure.
I'm going to buy toys, there's no toy store for me to go to.
It's Target. It's
It's
Target, man.
Target or Barnes and Noble, and
Yeah,
it's
right.
and those are not dedicated toy stores. I have to go to their toy sections for
I
that.
know.
Um,
The other shared
that's
title. I know. Yeah. Do you remember the LOL surprise?
oh yeah, I know what
Six
those
hundred million.
are.
600 million.
Are we in 2018 now? You
No,
said
17. This is the
we're
shared
still in
title.
17. I'm trying to remember.
The LOL
Yeah,
surprise.
yeah, okay,
60
all
mil.
right, yeah. Those are around 60 mil,
600.
600 mil.
600
And
mil.
what were LOS surprise? I remember the brand. What was also that name just makes me cringe inside. But what was that? Is it just like is it just like Pocket Brats basically?
Yeah. It's a mystery
Okay,
box.
mystery box Pocket Brat. Oh, okay,
Speculation market mystery box.
whatever.
I know. 2018, though, since
Mhm.
you were so eager, the Boxer AI robot, 131 million in 60 days. 131 mil in 60 days for Boxer AI robot.
This just looks like a different a different flavor of Tamagotchi.
Yeah. It's like the Brewsters of the 31 of Baskin Robbins. 2019. Again, guess what came back? The LOL surprise. It made it
This was like the end of 2018. I had like a seasonal stint at Target that didn't last very
yeah.
long, and I remember those LOL surprise dolls, those toys being fucking everywhere.
$1
Um,
billion in 2019. 1 billion. But
Good for that. Good for that brand.
Don't worry, Travis. In 2019, in 2019, sorry, 2019, it shared something. The 2-in-1 Glamper. 2019, 2-in-1 Glamper.
Some of these is this also an LOL surprise brand thing? Is it a Glamper like camper?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so it's like a motorhome toy.
for
I
the
can see why
LOL
that sold pretty well.
for your LOL surprise dolls.
Okay, all right, all right.
Five
I can
billion
see why that
dollars.
sold pretty well. Honest to
Five
God,
billion.
honest to God, since I was into vehicles as a kid, like cars, Hot Wheels,
Yeah.
whatever, I would have been into this. I would have secretly played with this in my sister's room when she wasn't around. You know, have you ever seen? Okay, Have you ever seen? Someone
God damn
made like
it.
a photoshopped image. It was basically like a runabout shuttle from Star Trek, but it was all pink, as if it was like a Barbie toy, kind of like a Barbie bus, but it was like a toy from Star Trek. And I I looked at someone made a like a fake image of that. And I was like, I would have asked my parents for that as a kid.
You know what's funny? It's the way you said that. You're like, yeah, I played with it in I would have played with it in my sister's room when she wasn't there. That for some reason took me to that Ben Shapiro tweet that he deleted. You remember what I'm talking about?
No, but describe the tweet.
Where you
Which
basically
tweet was it?
he basically admitted to him stealing his sister's panties and sniffing them when they were kids, and she's younger than him. Like she's younger.
What?
You don't remember this tweet?
I mean,
Oh,
that doesn't surprise me. Ben Shapiro strikes me as having a lot of repressed energy, like needless repressed energy as a child, and um, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. No, like I'll tell you this. You know what I would have loved? You know what toy I secretly wish my sister had? If there was like a Barbie but of Superman, that way I could have done because like my sister had like a Barbie Ford Mustang convertible, and I always like found myself like
you ready
I
for the
could
tweet?
like
Yeah.
playing with like her Ken doll of like pretending he's picking it up, and I'm like I would have loved like a proper. I mean, it wouldn't be like super flexible because it's a fucking Barbie doll, but I would have
No,
loved
I know what
like
you're talking about.
if but it's like a Ken doll and it would have had like kind of a almost like a classical it had like a classical Christopher Reeve, Alex Ross kind of look to it where it's, Ken dolls are kind of very old-fashioned ideal of like what a man looks like in the same way that Barbie's kind of a classical idea of what a woman is supposed to look like. Um God, this sounds
I
this
had
sounds so
hey,
fucking
hey,
weird, but you put
hey, I had female dude, I had female cousins when I was at their house. What do you think I played with?
yeah.
Well, the thing about, I don't think people realize like when you're at other people's houses, you play with the toys they have. Some people only have Nerf guns. Some people only have pirate toys. Some people only have Mega Bloks. Some people only have
hmm
Barbies. You just play with whoever you have playing. You make the best of it. That's all you do. But are you ready for the banger tweet, by the way, for a little side, little
Oh, you found the
deviation?
tweet?
A little deviation. Ready?
The Shapiro tweet?
The thing with homosexuality and transgenderism is that it simply boils down to exerting control over your impulses. Like, say you have a hot sister, you fantasize about it. Maybe you steal her underwear a couple times, but it goes no further than that.
Oh, he actually tweeted that.
Oh, he took it
I
down.
understand why he do. Well, yeah, you kind of have to, dude.
Are you ready for? Oh,
That is so fucked up.
are you ready for another tweet? Look how beautiful my sister looks. Simply glowing. I've literally been staring at these photos for hours. It's of her a baby shower, but girl has enough leche supply to save the Russians. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so you just made me think of
That's
that.
an
Ben
interesting way to
Shapiro.
phrase that.
They're huge. Jesus
Ben
Christ.
Shapiro. Actually, most conservatives. Most conservatives are all like
Dude, I think everyone is.
freaks.
Everyone's a
I think
freak.
they secretly want to
Everyone
fuck
is.
their cousins and
Dude,
or sisters or relatives, or they want to fuck underage girls. Um, they're all like this. Even Ben Shapiro, who otherwise always presents himself with a like I said, he is like a stereotypical Catholic, except he's Jewish. Uh,
he looks Catholic. That's
there's almost
funny.
like literally no reason for him to be Jewish, honestly. I know Orthodox Jews are extremely conservative and whatever, but he has very repressed Catholic
Oh
energy.
God.
Uh
His haircut's pretty Catholic. Are you ready for 2020?
Yeah.
At 900
COVID, by the way. This is the best-selling toy of COVID.
at $954.2 million revenue in 1 year. Very speculatory market, very collectible, very this, that, that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Hot Wheels.
Wow. And Hot Wheels had been around forever by then, but
Decade, a
that
few
was like a
decades, yeah.
top year for them.
That was their year. The Hot Wheels collectible market boomed this decade. I know a lot of people and talk to a
Wow.
lot of people who collect Hot Wheels and like sort them and collect them. Buy a big we'll buy the actual big case that the warehouse that a retail store will get. They'll just buy the case in bulk and go home and open them up and stuff and like or yeah
Were these like freshly unemployed people that just sold off their old Hot Wheels to pay their
and
rent?
bought sold and bought.
Somebody
I know Hot Wheels
more
can be as
fortunate bought them.
I know some Hot Wheels can be as cheap as 50 cents still, and some can be as expensive as $500 or 5,000.
I mean, that's so God, that's so interesting. Because yeah, like Hot Wheels have been around forever, and Hot Wheels speculator markets have been around forever. Like they're always going to be, they're like that predates COVID by miles, like
And
years.
yeah,
Oh, I will buy this rare Hot Wheels car that's still in the original package. My uncle, my shout out to my uncle Bud, he collects diecast cars. He still collects them, and he has a display in one of in like a room in his home that where like next time I come by, like, oh, he switched out the Hot Wheels. He'll switch them out, and like, but that's just like a hobby for him. Like, and he's been doing that for years.
mhm.
Um,
I don't know. I have Hot
but
Wheels.
2020
Is when it kicked
was the
off.
year
Really
that
kicked off.
exploded.
It like really, really actually finally kicked off.
Wow, what does that say about that year?
I know. Oh, it was a tough year.
It's an old thing, but it just
And
got
here's the crazy thing. There was already a video game. The N64 had a Hot Wheels video game. I played it.
there was like a Hot Wheels there's like Hot Wheels Saturday morning cartoons at one point. Like yeah, like
Hot Wheels are everywhere. Like a dime a dozen. 20,
wow.
2022. Are you ready?
Did we skip 21?
Sorry, 2021. My apologies. 2021. I think in everyone,
Still stuck in
you know
COVID.
what's
Yeah.
funny? By the way, in every single one of our 30 years episodes, I've always skipped an episode. Like we've skipped an episode always.
Well, 2020 and
Skipped a year.
2021, they just blend
I know,
together,
but we've always skipped a year in our 30-year episodes. All
Yeah.
right, 2021, Day to Night Dream House made $1 billion.
Is this like a kind of like a different version of like a Barbie dollhouse, but
Gotta
it's
look it
not
up.
Barbie?
Gotta look it up.
Day to Night Dream House?
Day to Night Dream House. Barbie.
Okay, so it is Barbie. It's a Barbie brand. It's a
It's a
dream
nice
house.
size for, dude. Look how big it is, though. It's a nice size dream house.
They've had different versions of Barbie dream houses forever, but I guess
Yeah,
this
but
particular
this is a
version
day to
sold.
night. 1 bill,
Okay,
1 bill, baby.
good for Mattel.
Now 2022. The Squish.
These past 2 years are not have no innovation. By the way,
No, 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 God, no.
this is like stuff that's been around. Barbie dream houses have existed forever. There's a
Oh,
reason why
from
they
oh,
like. There's a reason why the whole joke in the Barbie movie about like the dream house versus the what was it? The
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
something, the whatever Ken's version. There's a reason why those jokes resonate. It's because Barbie dream houses existed forever. My sister had one, you know.
My cousins had one. Everyone had one.
Yeah, every girl had one.
The Squishmallow in 2022 made 1.5 billion.
Some of these I swear you're just making up, but the Squishmallow.
1.5 bill. There we go.
Oh!
There we go.
Okay, all right, I know what these are. Okay, so yeah, shout out to my brother-in-law Gibby. He has like I think it's like a Charizard version of these. It's like a squish. It's like a giant Squishmallow type toy, but it's a Pokemon Charizard. I, I remember when he opened it we gave it. My sister and I gave it to him for Christmas, and I remember he opened it. The first thing that came out of his mouth was, "Why?" In chuckles. Why is it built like this? Why is he built like this? And then since then, my wife and I just quote that a lot for all sorts of whatever's like, why is he built like that? Oh, okay. Well, these are cute. Like you just want to like you give it to a child that you just want to like a child needs something to hug in their bed. Yeah, these are perfect. I get that. I get that. Um, oh, wait. And I'm looking at Google Images. One of these is the crypto squashmallow that
Yeah,
I gave
your godson.
yeah, that I
Yeah,
gave Hudson.
is that great?
Yeah. I
2022.
understand why
Oh
these
yeah.
resonate. Yeah.
If you think about it, they're like mini bean bags, like sleeping bag. You know, the bean bags, beanbag
Yeah.
chairs. They're like, yeah, it's great.
These have
20,
legitimate practical value besides just being potential speculator market crap. Uh,
2023, the Bitsy made over 500 million. Spin Master Company is who made it. Over 500 million. The Bitsy, Bitzee. Because I see you typing. For those who can't see, Travis is typing a
Bitsy.
lot.
Oh. Um. Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this like
I
a
love your reaction for somebody who's like, what the fuck is this shit? What the fuck is this? What is this?
this is so this is like digital. This is like a
Yeah.
digital display.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this like a spinning light type of thing where like the light spins around, but it spins around so fast that it makes like shapes or something? And it's like,
Let me look it up with you.
what
Hold
the
on.
fuck is this?
Hey, Travis, what's that line? Why is it built like this?
Why is it built?
It's like a
Well,
little
I can't even ask the why yet. I have to. I need to know the what first.
it's a digital friend you can really interact with. Swipes, tilts, shakes, and touch. It's a little digital friend.
Okay.
It's to provide a modern tactical evolution of the classic 90s Tamagotchi, designed to let
Okay.
users physically interact with digital holographs, letting you feed, clean up, and evolve the character to unlock mini games and collect new animals.
Hologram. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Holographic
Hey,
Tamagotchis. Okay.
it's
All right.
after Tupac came back to life, everybody's been wanting to touch those holographs. After Tupac came back, gotta be touching them holographs.
All right. Okay. All right. Holographic Tamagotchis. Gotcha.
2024. This is a mouthful. I'm not joking. This is a
Oh no.
mouthful. And
Oh
by
no
the
no
way,
no no.
when you said no innovation, by the way, this is just sad. You ready for the full toy name? 2024. This is the toy's name. This is the toy's
Okay.
fucking name.
Okay.
Disney FX Ultimate Stitch Pupper Tonic.
Disney FX.
Ultimate
Even
Stitch Pupper Tonic. It's Stitch. It's fucking Stitch. It's just
Puffer.
Stitch. Tonic.
It's just a stuffed Stitch. Is it like a Stitch toy that Stitch like toy that moves or
It's
something?
promoting, remember which movie?
Oh yeah, well the Lilo and Stitch remake, which I refuse to
I
watch.
didn't watch. Again, Disney did not want to disclose this one for some reason, but because, yeah.
Of course, I think Disney FX, and all I think of is the fact that Disney owns FX. No.
You know what I think about when I think of Disney FX? I'm like this. Wouldn't that be funny if Mr. Mosby crossed paths with Jax Teller from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody? Like, if that cast of Sweet Life and Zack Cody just somehow cross paths with the Sons of Anarchy character.
That is a very random combination, and I applaud you for coming up with that.
You know Tig would have try to have sex with the mom so badly.
Oh,
Tig would be so.
I don't want Tig anywhere near the Tipton Hotel. Thank you very much. Let's just not go there.
I feel like here's the thing though. I feel like Happy when he met Mr. Mosby would be like this, guys, keep it in check. This is someone's home. I feel like Happy would keep everyone in check because of Mr. Mosby. Like, I think Happy and Mr. Mosby would respect each other, and Happy would be like this, hey guys, clean up your shit. Stop, just be quiet. There's guests here. Be nice.
God. Okay. All right.
All right,
Let's.
2025.
We're almost over. We're almost done.
2025.
This is the
Pokemon,
end.
not yet. Well, yes. Half end. Pokemon trading cards for 2025. Trading cards specifically in 2025. These Pokemon trading cards in total, 10 billion cards were printed in 2025, making a revenue of 2.7 billion motherfucking dollars.
And that's off. That's off. That's before like black market, aftermarket
Speculatory
sales.
sales.
Yeah, you're right. We are not after COVID. We're just not innovating on toys anymore.
Do you remember that news article earlier this year where a Cheeto that looked like Charizard almost sold for like $2 million? Cheetozard, remember the Cheetozard?
No, but
You don't
yeah,
remember the story?
no, I don't. I think I missed out on
You need to
Cheetahzard.
you need to put this link in this fucking episode description. You have no idea. Cheetozard. It's not a joke. Cheetozard. Someone got a Cheeto out of a Cheeto bag that looked like Charizard, and they made the bank.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, dude. Toys R Us. Okay, I'm telling you, Toys R Us closes down, and we cannot come up with anything new for. No, you know what it is? It's because we don't have a Toys R Us. We don't have a giant retailer. We don't have like a Target size retailer for toys anymore,
No.
which means the space for toys in mainstream retail markets like a Target or a Walmart or
Barnes
a
and
Barnes and
Noble
Noble
and
where they
Kohl's.
have to share
Kohl's.
the or Kohl's? Yeah, of course, Kohl's. Where they and Macy's, which is where Toys R Us exists now,
J.C.
where it's
Penney.
not. It's just a part of another store where they have to share that retail space with non-toy shit. It's like the space, the market space for toys diminishes. There's
Yeah.
no room for like weird toys or niche toys or
Or creative
innovative
toys.
toys.
Yeah.
It's like how the like Hollywood is getting smaller with less and less studios now,
Yes.
and
I
therefore
agree
there's
with you.
less space to come up with new shit.
Well, here's the
This
thing.
is
It's
this
like
is late stage toy market now.
yeah.
Fuck.
The only thing where you can get creative is board games now. At least board games have some weird creative stuff where you're like, oh, this sounds fun. But toys, it's like you got Legos, you got action figures of big IP names like just Jurassic Park, Halo, Call of Duty. I mean, GI Joes aren't even a thing anymore. They're not even sold at Target anymore. GI Joes, just Hot Wheels, Legos, and whatever big superhero toys. And then you got fucking Jurassic dinosaurs, superheroes,
Dinosaurs, yeah.
Legos. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
I,
it.
I'll give you that. You know, it does seem like the board game market is booming. Because
Dude,
I'll
I
see some
love board
like
games.
weird ass tabletop games in a Target. And
Yeah.
I just thought like, oh, I go to like a tabletop shop or Barnes and Noble to see that. It's
Nope.
like, no, I can see like fucking Wingspan at a Target or yeah, just all sorts of
Yeah.
weird shit. So I guess board games are the new board game, but there's
Tabletop
not
board
like a
game.
singular board game that's topping the shelves, that's topping the charts, probably
No,
because the
because
market's too
it's so.
disseminated,
Yeah, I think that's
which
right.
maybe is a good thing. Um, I guess that's a net good, but yeah, no, like the toys are just not getting.
No.
If last year's top selling toy is Pokemon cards, which were a thing when we were children, and
Yeah,
are, I mean, good
I
for Pokemon that toy
no,
that
but there's
that
no
that
innovation. There's no difference. I know you're right
there's
because
nobody that's innovating on anything new for
no,
children. Like, I mean, good, but I mean, there's a good side and a bad side that, like, you can pass these down to your kids and it'll still be relevant. But,
oh
um,
my God, you know what it is?
what new theory?
No, fuck. It's like that one. It's like our book conversation a bit. The toys that are selling are the ones that you can make money off of. Why buy it if you can't make money off it? If you can't, why can't you buy
Uh,
why can't you buy a toy just to play with? No, if you buy that toy, what's the market value? What can like look at Logan Paul. He only talks about Game Boys and Pokemon cards if he's trying to make money off of them. There, that's what it is. Why do again? Why do it's the clavicular thing I said. Why do anything if you can't stream it? If
Why
you
do
can't
anything
stream,
if you can't make any money off of it?
why stream? If you can't stream, why are you doing anything?
And now and of course we're in an age where like everything is a speculator market. Kalshi and Poly market means you can just bet on anything,
Yep.
and in hopes you can make some money
Fuck.
off of. Nothing is
Fuck.
sacred.
Fuck.
I mean I was watching a commercial on TV and it was a fucking DraftKings commercial. I was getting DraftKings commercial and Robinhood commercials being like, you can bet on the World Cup games. And I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck all of you. It all comes back to gambling. It all comes back to fucking gambling. God. That's how our toy episode ends, in fucking gambling. Jesus Christ.
Right now for
And
2026, the Zip String Web Shooter, interactive Hatch and Yoshi figures, and Barbie Pedal Pop Doll. Those three are the big
I'm
toys
sorry,
right
say that
now.
again. The Barbie pedal?
Pop Doll.
Okay. It sounded like you said pedo, but you said pedal. Petal with an L. I just wanted to
Whoa,
make
sorry, no,
sure
no,
we
no,
all
hold
heard
on,
that
hold on.
correctly.
Pedal with an L and a T. The T and an L. Petal. Petal, no, a
That's
petal,
it.
like the
That's fair.
flower.
Yeah.
The flower. Yeah, so
Okay. Okay. All right. Flower petal. Okay. All right.
so basically Spider-Man, Mario, and Barbie are right now the top toys. We will find out the end of the year sales sometime in January when we do a little
But I
episode and
don't think.
talk.
I don't think anybody's coming out with any new toys that's gonna
No.
like
Well,
shake up the
look
market.
at the three toys. The three toys again. A superhero, a huge IP, Barbie. Mario, Barbie,
They're
and
all huge
Marvel.
IPs.
No, no,
They're
no, but
all
like,
generational
yeah,
IPs.
Marvel, Mario, and Barbie. BMM, BMM. Buy more money. Buy more money.
Bye.
That's how our episode ends. Gambling. It's
Oh,
gambling.
that's perfect. Yeah, gambling. Buy more
More
money.
money. BMM.
Fuck
Barbie, Mario, and
me.
Marvel.
That's perfect.
And you know that Mario Super Galaxy just crossed the billion mark earlier this week.
That's the movie. This is the Mario
Yeah.
Galaxy movie. Okay.
So we're filming. This episode is being
Oh.
recorded on the 13th of June, Saturday.
Yeah, the eve before the White House
Fight.
UFC fight.
June 8th, June 9th, it got announced that it broke $1 billion. The Super Mario Galaxy movie.
See, I'm just I don't know what I can offer there other than I don't know. I've been looking for new music this week, and I've run into, if you're looking for like a good soothing band, look up Magna Carta Cartel. I've been getting into them. They are connected. I mean, I'm wearing my Ghost T-shirt, and yes, Tobias Forge used to be part of MCC, and Martin Persner used to be a contributor to Ghost, so there's a connection there. That's how, yeah. So,
You know
but
what?
they
I
don't,
love it. I
yeah,
love it. You know what? Okay, since you're
completely
bringing
unrelated. But
fuck, no,
if
yeah,
you're
yeah,
looking for
because
soothing rock
hey,
music, check out MCC.
hey, Travis, we ended in gambling. Fuck it, let's get off topic.
Yeah.
My song I've been listening to this week because my wife and sons gave me my early Father's Day gift. You know I love anime. I got the Blu-ray remaster edition of Berserk 1997.
Oh
The
my God.
1997, yeah, the 1997 Berserk. Travis, do you
Cool.
understand that on DVD, Berserk used to be $230 to get that on DVD?
Mhm.
And now it's finally remastered on Blu-ray for $44.99. I love that's my favorite anime of all time and manga. Anyway, the song I've been re-listening to on blast all week is Pen Pals Tell Me Why.
Cool.
I would like you to listen to it, Travis. You're just gonna smile. It's perfect. Has nothing to do with the show. I have no clue why the show picked this song, but it's fucking great. Pen Pals Tell Me Why. Travis, real quick before we end this, what's your favorite toy you remember from childhood? Instead of doing a
It,
top five or top three, let's just that one toy you remember.
okay, my favorite toy from childhood.
And you
It
know what?
was
Let's be real. It has to be a toy. Can't be a console. Can't be a
no,
phone.
no, no bullshit. Okay, no, no. Favorite toy that changed my life. It
Ooh,
was for I'm trying. Okay, there's two.
just do two. Fuck it. I
You
don't give
know
a
what?
shit.
Okay, all right. I'll go. Okay,
Hey,
I'm
find
going.
more money.
Okay, it was because there's one I like more than the other, but there's one that came out first. Um, it was the first, I think, of the first iteration of uh the first iteration of the Lego version of the Desert Skiff from Return of the Jedi, the
No
one
way.
which came with a Han Solo and Luke Skywalker minifig.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it was the little speeder that they were on where they were escaping from Jabba's clutches and trying not to fall in the Sarlacc pit. That was my first thing.
That's so
That
cool.
toy changed my life. And then I think that I got that for my birthday. And then that Christmas, I don't know if I was like 5 or 6 or whatever, or 7. That Christmas, I got the first iteration of the Lego version of the A-Wing fighter, also from Return of the Jedi.
Oh.
And I
Yeah,
mean,
no, hold on. There's a difference. The original A-Wing Lego.
yes,
Holy
and the
shit.
gun, and in which the guns, I'm sure they perfected this by now, but the guns on the side,
The
they
sure,
just
yeah.
kind of spinned wherever. They didn't have like a solid mechanism to where they like went up and down at certain spots at like the same time. No, it just kind of like whatever. But that was yeah, the A-Wing fighter, it wasn't the X-Wing. It
Nope.
was kind of, in some ways, it felt like a consolation prize because it wasn't the X-Wing and it wasn't the N1 Starfighter from Phantom Menace, which I was really into for some reason as a kid. To me, it just looked like a backward, it looked backwards to me, right?
Is that the Naboo
That's
Starfighter?
the
Yeah.
one, that's the Naboo Starfighter that Anakin Skywalker flies around
Yeah, those
in
are
Phantom
cool.
Menace.
Those are dope.
I was really into those as a kid. But the A-Wing, you know, there's something about like
Yeah. A-Wings are
being
cool. I
being
like
in like
A-Wings.
yeah.
You know what I wish Battlefront had? I wish there was more A-Wing stuff to pick from. I like the A-Wings. A-Wings are cool. Dude,
A-Wings are
also too,
cool.
hey, an A-Wing took down the Super Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
An
A-Wings took
A-Wing
out a supercharger. It was a wild design, the B-Wing fighter.
I
I
had
had one
that
of those
Lego.
as a Lego
I
form.
had that was the weirdest fucking toy ever. Remember, did you ever play that in Rogue Squadron? Did you ever pick a B-Wing?
No, no.
Weirdest fucking thing to fly. Weirdest fucking thing to fly. Fucking God, Jesus. Oh my God, that was so weird.
Yeah. That was like such a rule of cool design, and I love that toy so much.
B-Wing's dope.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. What's
Mine,
yours?
one was a Lego too, but it was one
It's
of the
always
old.
Legos.
Oh,
You
it's
can
always
do a
Legos.
lot with Legos.
It was one of the older uh, lineups. Do you remember a lineup for Lego called Dino Attack?
Not specifically, but I can grasp what that is from the name.
I had the helicopter. I had the attack helicopter. This helicopter was so big, it was actually like a little bit of a troop transport, but it was still this. It
Ooh.
was designed as an oversized Apache. So it was an Apache helicopter.
Ah.
It had the Apache helicopter design, but just but big enough where it was also a troop transport.
You must have felt like you won the lottery with that toy. Like with how big that is and like how cumbersome that must have been for you to carry around when you were
Oh,
little.
oh, dude, it was great. I would fly that around, kill dinosaurs. It had two Gatling guns on each side. Think about that. Not one Gatling gun,
Fuck.
two.
Nice.
Yeah, and a missile. Oh, so great. I had that, and then the other toy. I had a lot of toys, but one that it was more personal to me, and I just always liked it. It was a Return of the Jedi Star Wars action figure of a clone commando, but in green. It was a green paint clone commando, not the green like the ones you saw on Kashyyyk, that the guys who tried to kill Yoda and fought alongside the
Yes,
Wookiees.
yeah,
Not
yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah.
but it had the green little outline around it. It had the head visor that and only the squad commandos had,
Hmm.
but that was different for me. I liked it. It had the kilt, the wraparound
Yeah.
kilt, and it had dual wield pistols. And I loved them. I don't know why. For me, that was my favorite little action figure toy. It just made me when I looked at it, I'm like this. This dude did shit during the Clone
The
Wars.
kilts on the clone troopers and stormtroopers is just a very interesting touch.
it's badass, right?
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's like a reverse cape.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I wish? You know
It had
what?
that
You know what I
effect. Yeah.
wish? I wish whenever a new superhero movie comes out, I hope they have a kilt, not a cape, like the little clip kilt. Like it's like a belt kilt because it's not a kilt, but it's like a belt kilt. I hope that's what.
Yeah.
And I want a hero with that. With their
Ooh.
the yeah. So those are my two. Alrighty, folks, this was a fun episode. A little long, but you could tell toys are crazy. Toys are just sad now. We just got sad with toys. Remember to follow us on Instagram, TikTok,
Yeah.
fucking X, YouTube, all this, Spotify, RSS, Patreon. Just
I
like, subscribe,
yeah.
support, all that jazz. We love you. I know you love us, but that was our fun episode.
I wish I had some advice to offer on the dismal state of the toy market, but
Well, you can't do anything.
I really don't. I don't know. Like, it's not like I could say watch more original movies, buy more original toys. It doesn't really work that way with children. Like,
And also, too, Legos are just there's nothing new with them.
I mean, Legos you could do anything with, so it's kind of like, you cross all your bases with Legos. Because if your kid wrecks it, he could just build something different.
Maybe buy board games. You have to be more interactive with your child when you buy a board game. So buy more tabletop games. There you go. There's advice. I'm Tom.
Right. I'm Travis. Thanks for listening or watching. If you're
Good evening. Good night. And
Thank
BMM. BMM.
Buy more money. Bye everyone.
Son of a bitch.